Hey everybody, Scott Steen with Winners and Winers, coming to you direct from the Howard Cosell studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex to take a look at today's Cherry Bundi Boca Raton Bowl. This is Tuesday, 7 p.m., and is being played where? Not surprisingly, in Boca Raton, Florida. By the way, in case you're wondering, Cherry Bundi, I assume I'm pronouncing that right, is a tart cherry juice. Because regular cherry juice, just not quite good enough. So when you want to have that cherry juice, but you also want your lips to go, wow, that was tart, Cherry Bundi is the drink for you. All right, I expect to have 3 or 4 cases into my house by the end of the week. All right, guys, this is Northern Illinois versus the University of Alabama at Birmingham. 2 conference winners. In fact, it's only one of only 3 games in this bowl season that will feature conference winners. The other 2 would be the Rose Bowl and where else? The Orange Bowl, with Oklahoma squaring off against Alabama. So, Northern Illinois, they are ranked 74th in my proprietary power rankings. Say that. And UAB, I'm going to try it again. UAB is ranked 78th in my proprietary power rankings. Nice job. They're a 2.5-point favorite. The total on this game is 43.5. Good grief. Is somebody still wearing leather helmets? Northern Illinois, like I said, they finished first in the MAC, and their record is 8-5 on the season straight up, 7-6 against the number. And the over has hit just 4 times in 13 games. 4, 8, and 1 is the over. The University of Alabama at Birmingham, they're back from the dead. Their program was non-existent 3 years ago, and now here they are back for their second bowl game in a row. Hopefully they'll have a little better showing than they did in last year's Bahamas Bowl, when they really didn't get off the plane. They were and not a good showing. I'm hoping they had a good time in the Bahamas. They finished first in Conference USA with a record of 10-3, 9-4 against the spread, and 5-7 overs versus unders for their season. You know, if you follow college football, you hear a lot about the NIU defense, and that's, I think, because a lot of their games have gone extremely low. Part of that is due to a great defense that they have, but also a very, very low-scoring offense. But here's the deal. While they rank 31st in the nation in points allowed, the UAB is 11th, so they rank even better than NIU as far as points allowed. Now, is the MAC a better conference than Conference USA? Absolutely. But they still have the weak sisters in the MAC as well as in the Conference USA. So it's they do face a little better competition on the whole, but your Akrons, your Ball States, your Central Michigans, still not good schools at all up there in the MAC. Both of these teams, what they really do is they like to get after the quarterback. And by the way, we're talking a little bit about the UAB defense. Even though they faced lesser competition this year, they gave up 7 twice, 3 points 1 time, and pitched 3 shutouts. So in basically half their schedule, they gave up a grand total of 17 points in those 6 games. So not too shabby. The difference between these 2 teams, while they both like to get after it as far as the pass rush goes, UAB can actually score. They're no Oklahoma, but they do put up 29.3 points per game, which is good for 62nd in the country. That is in the top half, just barely. NIU, on the other hand, the Huskies score just 20.7 points per game. That is good for 120th in the world of college football. By the way, there's 130 schools that qualify. And funny story, of the 10 teams that score less than NIU, 2 of them are in the MAC, and 3 are in Conference USA. So, yeah, half of those teams are in one of the 2 conferences these teams play in. While they both get after it as far as the pass rush goes, the difference it's going to come down to for this game is NIU, their offensive line has been vulnerable to the pass rush. They do a fairly good job of run blocking, but UAB, their offensive line is pretty stout all the way around. There is some questions whether they're going to be able to handle the step up in class as far as being able to handle the NIU pass rush, which features two guys that have 15 sacks between the two of them. So they're going to be coming at them. But Northern Illinois has been vulnerable all year to the sack, and it's very possible that remains intact here today. So how are we gonna play it? I'm gonna have to go with UAB and lay the points in this one. NIU under Coach Rod Carey has a absolutely dreadful bowl record. They are 0-5, having lost 5 straight bowl games, and of those 5 losses, they've been blown out 4 times. For whatever reason, Coach Carey just doesn't have the Huskies ready to go in the postseason. I also wouldn't be mad about an under if you wanted to play an under here. I just don't love that number. I don't think there's a ton of value in 43.5, but I don't think there's any way this game turns into a score fest. Probably the first team to 20 is going to take this one home. So I think that's going to be the UAB Blazers. I like the University of Alabama down there at Birmingham, laying the 2.5 points in the Boca Raton Bowl. So you get down on the Blazers with me. We'll grab up our tickets at the end of this game, and we'll head back to the window. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Take care. We'll have another bowl preview up for tomorrow. Until then, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.